evening, everybody. Welcome to Kentucky Speedway as we get ready for the running of the Quaker State 400 presented by Advanced Auto Parts. This is race number 24 of Season 5 of the Snickers Cup Series, as after tonight, there will be 2 more chances for drivers to make their moves to keep themselves or get themselves inside the top 10 in points, or grab one of those 2 wildcard spots in order to say, I made the chase for the Season 5 Snickers Cup Series Championship. Today we're getting ready for 42 great drivers to take here to this incredible night track for a total of 41 laps. James McLeod, our winner last week at our winner from 2 weeks ago rather, at Watkins Glen, he is going to start on the pole looking for his 4th win of the season. If he can accomplish that feat, he'll have done what no other driver's been able to do in prior Snickers Cup Series history. He currently holds the record for most wins in a single season with John Cittadino this season, as well as Adam Chambers from Season 4. Speaking of Chambers, he's starting alongside of James McLeod for this race in the 43 STP Dodge. Chambers coming off great finishes, a great win, I believe it was back at, well, I can't right off the top of my head remember where it was. I'll think of it. I think it might have been Kansas, actually. Then he followed it up with a runner-up finish at Watkins Glen. Pretty good run last week at Pocono. Looking to continue on his success here tonight at Kentucky as he comes in 9th in the points. Then you got James Silverfox trying to work his way back up into the top 10. He comes in 25th in points. Alongside of him, fellow rookie Hayden Klein, who's actually hanging on still 5th in the point standings, looking for his 2nd win of the season here tonight. All Hendrick Motorsports row 3 with Aaron Williams Jr. and Kyle Sosnowski, our Truck Series race winner, lined up there. And we may have a battle for the points battle coming on here tonight. 4 drivers only separated by 10 points. Sean Henley, his teammate Dylan Poteet, John Cittadino, and then the other Twinex Racing teammate James McLeod, all separated by only 10 points here tonight. Who will be the new points leader heading into next week? We'll find all that out as we've gotten the command to fire the engines. The cars will roll off. They will complete a couple pace laps. I thought I didn't hit the play button. My bad. Everybody going to file off here. We will show you the starting grid for tonight's event, and then we will be right back for the green flag here tonight at Kentucky. Drivers got to now start making their moves towards the chase. Getting ready to go to green flag racing. Going to be interesting here tonight to see if James McLeod, with the pole position starting spot, if he can do what no other driver has done yet in NNSCRA history, become a 4-time winner in a series here in the NNSCRA. We're going to find all that out as here we go. Green flag comes out. We are underway here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. Both are former winners from this weekend. Kyle Sosnowski, the Truck Series winner, Ralph Mason, the Mobile and Cup Series winner. Both in this field, both doing abysmally in the current point stands. And there's a car around. I couldn't even tell who that was. It might have been the 9 of Zach Campbell. And he got into somebody. I couldn't even tell that other car. There was just too much smoke. But I think it was the white with red striped Dodge of Zach Campbell. Caution's out already. McLeod going to lead us under our first yellow. That didn't take long. And, I thought it was Ralph Mason I saw get involved, but he's driving the purple car tonight. Oh, and there's Sean Henley, the points leader, driving the special National Guard paint scheme here tonight. And Henley, who came in as the points leaders involved, Wido Savotas there in the Snickers Bites he was involved as well, as he's taken his car behind the wall. Henley in the 25, we never even got the opportunity to talk about him. He's already retired. Who else was in that? There is the 9 car. They can see the damage on the rear of the 9 of Zach Campbell. He was the car I saw go around. Further up here. Oh, there's damage on Dylan Poteet, second in points. Mary Cole's got damage. Michael Norman, Austin Ogo, Richard Johnson, and Eric Burton. But right here, some more drivers inside the top 10 in points in those other 2 Twinex cars. There were 3 Twinex cars involved in this incident that took place. And Poteet is out. The top 2 in points have now already retired from this evening's event. I don't believe what I'm seeing. There's Mary Cole in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 4, that green car. Johnson, Campbell, Norman, Ogo, looks like they're all going to complete service and return to the track. Eric Burton, they've ripped the hood off his Aflac Ford. The Aflac Duck is no more. But what an incredible turn of events here tonight already on the very first lap. The top 2 in points, Henley and Poteet, 2 Twinex Racing teammates, are out of tonight's event. And for Poteet, that's a heartbreak, because this was in front of his home crowd. He had a great run the Mobile Cup Series race, was hoping to follow it up with a great Snickers Cup Series run. It will not happen tonight. 3 of the 4 Twinex Racing teammates involved in that incident. The only one that missed it is the current leader, James McLeod, as he leads over Adam Chambers, James Silverfox, Hayden Klein, and the rest of the top 5 is Aaron Williams Jr. Let's take a look at a replay of our first yellow of the evening. Alright, let's try and see if we can pinpoint the start of this wreck. Oh, there it was right there, coming out of turn 2. Joshua Michaels turns Zach Campbell. He goes straight up into, I think that was Henley. Yes, it was. Henley had nowhere to go. Richard Johnson going to snap around. He's going to go down in front of, I believe, Mary Cole. I think it's how she'll get involved. There's Ralph Mason getting involved in this. Wido Savotas is in it. There's Mary Cole. She got Richard Johnson. There's a green car there. That is Jeffrey Buckeye. He just got by on the high side. There's Eric Burton. He's going to get spun around off the nose of Dylan Poteet. There's Savotas getting involved there. Poteet's going to run into the back of Jake Cole, who was also in this incident. Anthony McCurry and Callum Wales using the high line. I think they got around that incident. I'm not sure about it, but there is the Furniture Row 78 involved. There is this 25, and there's another car that spun further up there. That might have actually been the 47. Yeah, that's Richard Johnson. But there is the guy who came in leading the points. There is the guy who came in second in points. And oh, Trent Dunham was in it too. The Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet, never even saw that. Trent Dunham involved in this incident here as well. Driving the special Martin Truex scheme back from, I think it was 2006. Something like that. But unbelievable turn of events to start this evening. 2 rookies getting together out of turn number 2. Going to pay big dividends as far as what the points will possibly look like leaving tonight. Lots of drivers involved in this one, including the drivers who came in 1, 2, 7, 6, and 7 in the point standings. This is going to be big here tonight at Kentucky. Well, we saw in the Mobile One Cup Series race, this track, you know, they say tracks are not a living thing, but how is it that these tracks always seem to pinpoint drivers who are doing so well in points or have an opportunity to get themselves inside the top 10 in points, and then just like that, if I could snap my fingers, I'd do it. I don't know how. But just like that, in the blink of an eye, their hopes are completely dashed. Ralph Mason going to line up on the inside line 1 lap down beneath the leader James McLeod. A couple of drivers involved in that were trying to get themselves inside the top 10 in points include Richard Johnson, who's 11th in points, Trent Dunham 15th in points, and Zach Campbell, who comes into this race 18th in the standings. Here's the way they'll line up for the restart. McLeod the leader, Chambers 2nd, Silverfox is 3rd, Hayden Klein 4th, and Aaron Williams Jr. is in 5th. His teammate Kyle Sosnowski in 6th. 7th is Alex DeMarco. Derek Reed runs in 8th. 9th place is Chris Dollerton and Cole Daly in the M&M's paint scheme tonight. He is in 10th place. 11th is Rohit Vidarbu, 12th is George Roque, 13th Barney Ward, 14th Trent Whitney and Jordan Davis, 15th rest of the top 20 are Sean Galligan, Tim Walsh, Jake Rogers, John Cittadino, and Pichu London. Now the two drivers going to have to keep the most attention on here this evening now are John Cittadino and James McLeod, because remember we told you the top 4 come in separated by only 10 points in the standings. And with Dylan Potier and Sean Henley out of the race, McLeod or Cittadino could take the points lead. As here comes Hayden Klein, looking to the bottom of James McLeod. He's trying to pick up his second win of the season as he won the longest race of the year in the Coke 600 at Lowe's. But as we've seen all weekend long, the outside line is going to be the line that moves. And Chambers, what a move right there. Slingshotting to the bottom. Can he get the inside line to work? Battle for third, Aaron Williams Jr. underneath of Hayden Klein, and Chambers is going to be by for the lead. Oh, maybe not. Nope, caution's out. I thought that James McLeod was giving Adam Chambers the lead, but the yellow flag is out again. And this time it's going to be for Tim Walsh in the 56, who's actually cutting through the infield in order to make a pit stop, and he's actually retiring from the race. I saw some other car that was disabled there too, and I don't know who it was. Oh, there's damage to Matthew Rodriguez. That may have been one of the drivers. But there was another car I thought I saw on the apron. Oh, and we got pit stops going on as only one car is going to stay out, and that's James Silverfox. James Silverfox deciding to stay out as everybody else is coming down pit road. Pit stops here on lap 7 of 41. Let's take a look at what happened to Tim Walsh, and then we'll come right back. Well, here it was. This was heading into turn 3 and actually coming out of turn 4 is when the caution came out. Look at them 5 wide here with the lap car of Ralph Mason. Tim Walsh going to make contact with Mason. They bounce down into Dylan Young. Mason going to go up and get the wall. Tim Walsh gets into Mason. They both go up and get the outside retaining wall, but then they get their cars righted and continue on, or so we thought. The two of them, I think they're exchanging some words between themselves. And then here comes Mary Cole. She's going to hit the back of Tim Walsh, send him right back up into Ralph Mason again. And so we may have a little bit of a rivalry going on between Tim Walsh and Ralph Mason. I don't know, but apparently those two not particularly happy with each other. And Mary Cole finds herself in the wrong place at the wrong time and gets herself mixed up in this too. She may have just kindled a fire there too, because, you know, Tim Walsh or Ralph Mason, they're not going to know just exactly what happened until they look at a replay, and they may think that one or the other got into each other a second time there after that initial contact in turn number 3. But a tough break for Tim Walsh and Ralph Mason. Both come in very poorly in the points in 39th and 41st. Certainly not the kind of runs they needed here tonight at Kentucky. Well, everybody with the exception of James Silverfox came down pit road that time. But there was a sequence of different types of strategies. Silverfox staying out inherits the lead, but look who's moved up in the top 5. Cole Daly is currently now in 2nd. Rohit Vidarbu up to 3rd place. His teammate Chris Dollerton is now 4th, and then it's Sean Galligan in 5th. I believe those 4 went with 2 tire stops. Then you got Adam Chambers in 6th. James McLeod 7th. Then you got Aaron Williams Jr. 8th, his teammate Emilio Navrat now in 9th, and Dylan Young completes the top 10. 11th is Kyle Sosnowski. Derek Reed is in 12th. 13th is Danny Wells. 14th, John Cittadino. George Roque in 15th. 16th is Callum Wales. 17th, Alex DeMarco. 18th, Barney Ward. 19th, Jake Cole. And Michael Norman completes the top 20. Let's go a little further back. Jeffrey Buckeye 21st. 22nd, Jake Rogers. Hayden Klein now finds himself all the way back in 23rd position. 24th is Jacob Lawler, 25th Trent Whitney, Pichu London 26th, 27th is Joshua Michaels, Jordan Davis 28th, 29th is Charles Jackson, Zach Campbell runs 30th, 31st Matthew Rodriguez, 32nd is Anthony McCurry, 33rd Mary Cole, 34th Richard Johnson, 35th is Austin Ogo, and Eric Burton is in 36th. Drivers out after 2 incidents here tonight are as follows: Tim Walsh, Ralph Mason, Dylan Poteet, Sean Henley, Widos Avotas, and Trent Dunham. Now remember, James Silverfox decided to stay out on that last caution. So we're going to have to see if the fresher tires are going to play out in the favor of Cole Daly and Sean Galligan and others and work against the 7. Right now, though, the they're battling for second place. That's going to allow Silver Fox to get away. Now, the one thing that Silver Fox has got to hope for is that this thing does not go into a long green flag run. If it does, he's going to have to pit probably about 10 laps earlier than the rest of the field will, and that could knock him out of contention for picking up the win here tonight at Kentucky. It's Cole Daly there trying to work his way back into the top 10 in points. He's 13th in points currently, and that M&M's Ford is looking pretty doggone racy here tonight. He's looking for his second win of the season as he won all the way back at race number 3 at Las Vegas. Chris Dollerton, his teammate Rohe Vidarbu, both of them up here now. Vidarbu looking for his third win of the season. Dollerton trying to go to victory lane for the first time this season as he nearly ended up winning. Oh wait, are we under the caution? Yes we are. We are under the yellow. But going back to Dollerton, he almost ended up winning the race back at Watkins Glen, but ended up getting a shove from Trent Dunham, which cost him. And looks like someone went for a long spin down the front straightaway, down the wall on the outside of this racetrack, and I don't know who it would have been. No, it looks like it could have been Jake Cole in the 44. Unless he just made a pit stop, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute, Emilio Navarrete's way back here. I almost think it could have been the Kellogg Chevrolet out of Hendrick Motorsports. We'll have to find out, though. Caution's out for the third time tonight here on lap 14. Let's take a look at a replay. And it was indeed Emilio Navarrete in the 5 right here coming off of turn 4. He and Dylan Young going to make some contact. Up into the wall goes the 5, and he's just going to go for a long spin and a long slide down the front straightaway. Fortunately, everybody was able to get down to the extreme low side to avoid that 5 car. It was only a 2-car incident. Dylan Young and Emilio Navarrete. What a tough break for Navarrete, though. He was 9th at that particular point. He slid across the line in the 24th position. That's a tough break for him as he was looking to try and get a good top 10 run tonight, and he's denied it, at least for now, by the red deuce, I should say, tonight, of Dylan Young. Well, I wasn't expecting it, but everybody came down pit road again under that caution flag, including James Silverfox, who's going to be starting quite a ways back now after more pit strategy was just played out, and it has put Adam Chambers out into the lead. Jake Cole is going to be the first car 1 lap down. He should be going down to the inside line. I'm not sure why he isn't, because he is not on the lead lap, but nonetheless, he is in 36th place. Second place is Aaron Williams Jr., Kyle Sosnowski 3rd, 4th Derek Reed, Cole Daly is now in 5th, George Roque is in 6th, Barney Ward 7th, Jacob Lawler 8th, Sean Galligan 9th, and 10th is Jake Rogers. You're wondering where James Silverfox is. There he is, restarting all the way back in the 17th position. How about James McLeod? He's a little bit further up here. He'll restart in the 11th position, and John Cittadino, I see him back there. There he is, currently going to restart in 19th place. As those two, McLeod and Cittadino, continue to battle for the points lead here tonight at Kentucky. If you're just joining us, we have 3 cautions that have come out. The first one, though, was the big one that took out the drivers coming first and second in points, the Twinex Racing teammates, and the defending Snickers Cup Series champ, Sean Henley, along with his teammate Dylan Poteet. They are out of the race. Now the points battle comes down between John Cittadino and James McLeod, 2 3-time winners this season. As Chambers gets ready to get us back underway, trying to pick up the second win of the season for Dodge, and the second of the season for himself, as here comes Aaron Williams Jr. He's going to have to try and get around that slower damaged car of Jake Cole. I think he's going to be able to make pretty short work of him, as I do not think Jake Cole is up to speed. Here comes Kyle Sosnowski now, trying to go for his second 2-for-3 race weekend. Remember, he ended up winning the Truck Series and Moblin Cup Series race in the same weekend not too long ago. And Jake Cole's going to go low on Aaron Williams Jr. Apparently, Jake Cole is up to speed. He doesn't look it, though. That car is badly damaged on the hood and rear of his Domino's Pizza's Camry, and it looks like Aaron Williams Jr. with the high side, he will move by Jake Cole and clear that lap machine. So Chambers, he's going to have Aaron Williams Jr. on his back bumper pretty soon now if Williams is able to get to his back bumper. Meanwhile, good battle back here for third. Cole Daly down to the inside line. On the 48 of Kyle Sosnowski. Sosnowski really slid up in that corner. And he may lose that position. He will. Sosnowski got loose. Now he's going to try and crossover move to try and go back for that second or for that third position. Cole Daly on that extreme high line gets the run off turn 4. He'll keep the top or keep the third position, and the caution flag waves one more time. And it was just when Aaron Williams Jr. was about to get onto the back bumper of Adam Chambers and try battling for the lead. Oh, it looks like Jordan Davis was in this. Matthew Rodriguez, Joshua Michaels, Trent Whitney, all taking part in this incident. Maybe a 4-car incident, putting us under the yellow for the 4th time tonight. So we'll take a look at what happened nearing halfway in today's event. Well, Joshua Michaels started the first wreck of the evening. He's involved here in the 4th wreck of the night. And it's going to be trouble between teammates off turn 2 once again. This time Jordan Davis slides up in front of Joshua Michaels. Trent Whitney nowhere to go. Matthew Rodriguez caught up in it as well. Whitney going to go down, get the inside retaining wall. Comes back up. I think he's going to make a little bit more contact right there with Matthew Rodriguez. Unfortunately, everybody else was able to stick up high as that all 4 cars went down to the apron of the track heading into turn number 3. So a tough break there for several drivers, including Joshua Michaels and Trent Whitney, who are definitely not having ideal seasons. Matthew Rodriguez, who was trying to get himself back into the top 10 in points. He came in tonight 17th in standings. Lots of different incidents taking place here involving different people running in different areas of the points. So we're under the yellow for the 4th time tonight here at Kentucky. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Looks like finally Jake Cole is going to go down to the low line. I'm not sure why he wasn't down on the lap down line on the last restart, but nonetheless he is there now. Adam Chambers is currently going to be the leader. Aaron Williams Jr. is in 2nd. 3rd place is Cole Daly. 4th place Kyle Sosnowski with Derek Reed in 5th. George Roque is going to be 6th. James McLeod 7th. 8th is Barney Ward. 9th is Sean Galligan. And Alex DeMarco completes the top 10. Then it's Jacob Lawler, his teammate Pichu London. Callum Wales, Jake Rogers, James Silverfox, the top 15. The top 20 completed by Hayden Klein. Look at all the RCR cars back here. Dollarton, Wells, and Vedarbu in 17th through 19th. And Jeffrey Buckeye is going to complete the top 20. We got 2 cars that are at least 1 lap down. Those cars being Jake Cole and Joshua Michaels. And drivers out after the incidents that have taken place. Looks like only 1 other driver has gone back behind the wall, and that is the 16 of Jordan Davis. So now we've got a total of 7 drivers who have gone behind the wall here tonight. Relatively surprising that it is so low a number of drivers with the kind of incidents we've had here. 4 caution flags already. We are just past the halfway mark. Here we go, getting ready to go back to green on lap 25 of 41. There we go. Green flag coming back out. We've got a total of 17 laps to go now. Let's see how Jake Cole's going to play out into this, because we saw he was up to speed with these guys before. Looks like he still is, as Cole Daly's going to go 3 wide. Sticking the lap car of Jake Cole in the middle. Can he get the run here into turn 3? Oh, there's smoke in the back. Someone is spun. Caution waves immediately again. Aaron Williams Jr., look at him on the extreme high line. Wow! He almost got the wall off turn 4. Is down to the stripe. Not quite going to get Chambers. Chambers going to lead yet again, but man, what a run Aaron Williams Jr. had coming off of turn 4. And that spin is going to be Chris Dollarton and Hayden Klein and Jake Rogers, as well as Jacob Lawler and Charles Jackson. Several drivers who were running up at the front. Oh, James Silverfox, who led him quite a bit of laps tonight. And Austin Ogo, both the BK Racing cars involved. Ogo, who comes into this race 6th in points involved in this incident. Hayden Klein, 5th in points, we mentioned, he was involved. And Chris Dollarton, that's a lot of drivers who were up inside the top 20 for this restart. Let's try and find out how it started. I saw smoke on the back straightaway, and apparently it was quite a big wreck. Well, here's a look at it. I think Callum Wales got into Lawler coming off of turn 2. He goes up, hits the wall along with Jake Rogers. Nowhere for Silverfox to go. It's going to block up the track. Dollarton has nowhere to go. Hayden Klein has nowhere to go. They're all going to go down to the inside retaining wall. Watch the 15 up high there. He's going to hit Charles Jackson. Jackson then gets hit by Ogo, and his car is going to actually flip up and onto his roof. That DLP Texas Instruments Toyota Camry going for a wild ride there. So there were 2 BK Racing cars involved, 2 Joe Gibbs Racing cars involved, as well as Dollarton, Jacob Lawler. There's Silver Fox. That was a wild ride. Look at Jackson. He's still flipping up into turn number 3. That car went for a long barrel roll and a wild ride there for Charles Jackson, who came into this race 16th in the point standings. His opportunity tonight to make the top 10 is obviously gone. We're going to have to see what we can do in the next 2 weeks, but still a lot more drivers involved there, and 2 drivers who came into this race 5th and 6th in points, 2 rookies involved in this incident here tonight. Again, the aspect of the top 10 in points looks like it is going to change dramatically here tonight at Kentucky. Well, we're back for yet another restart. Seems like this is what we've been doing all night long, as drivers do not seem to be able to go into a long green flag run without bringing out the yellow at one time or another. Adam Chambers, though, he's got to be loving having these yellow flags come out. It's allowing him to continue to lead this race, whether it be under green or under the caution flag. He's trying to pick up, obviously, as we said, his 2nd win of the season. This obviously would help him too, because he is 9th in points, and he would like to have himself a little bit more insurance heading into the final 2 races of the regular season. Right behind him, though, that's the Pepsi Chevy of Aaron Williams Jr. How about Cole Daly? He's now up to the 3rd position, and we saw him put a nice 3-wide move on Chambers, using the lap car of Jake Cole as a pick on that last restart. Then you got Kyle Sosnowski back there in 4th. Don't count out Derek Reed. He's still in for his 2nd win of the season. It could happen tonight. How about Barney Ward? I don't think we've talked about the 29 all night long, with the exception of going through a running order. He comes into this race 8th in points. He has stayed out of trouble all night long. He's up here in the 6th position. An incredible run right now for that driver. James McLeod, right now, according to our live points, is the new points leader. He's still up here in 7th, so don't count him out. George Rowe trying to turn his bad luck around in 8th. Alex DeMarco 9th, and Sean Galligan, who almost won at Watkins Glen a couple weeks ago. He may be looking for some redemption here tonight at Kentucky as the green flag comes back out. Look at Cole Daly. He's going to go to the extreme high line for the lead. Look at Jake Cole, and he's bringing Aaron Williams Jr. with him. And Cole Daly wants to go 3 wide, nearly turns Aaron Williams Jr. off turn number 2. How did they hang on to that? I don't know. And Aaron Williams Jr. utilizes that to his benefit. He goes to the lead as he throws the block on Cole Daly. Aaron Williams Jr., what a power move by the 24, getting by Adam Chambers. Now he's got the lap car between himself and Adam Chambers. Well, maybe not for long. Jake Cole wants to go and get back on the tail end of the lead lap as he goes down to the bottom of the 24, and the yellow flag waves. Yellow flag is out, and the question is, did Jake Cole beat Aaron Williams Jr. to the line? Jake Cole is only 1 lap down, I think, or is he 2 laps down and he just got 1 lap back? I don't know. Well, it looks like Aaron Williams Jr. is bypassing him, so I think Jake Cole is still a lap down. He almost got himself back on the tail end of the lead lap there. That was awfully, awfully close. Jake Cole nearly got it done right there, but Aaron Williams Jr. got it done. He's now the new leader here, as we're going to have 10 laps to go coming down here to the stripe. This yellow flag coming out for Richard Johnson, 11th in points, who could have very easily tonight worked his way into the top 10 in the standings. Jeffrey Buckeye may have gotten a piece of it as well there in the Xbox One Ford Fusion. Caution waves one more time. I believe this is the 5th time tonight this caution flag has waved. We'll take a look and see what happened to Richard Johnson and the 47 car. Well, I don't think it's going to make John Cittadino a favorite in the RCR camp anytime soon. Watch the yellow car up there on the high side. He's going to hook Rohit Vidarbu right down into his own teammate Danny Wells. Danny's going to go down with help from Anthony McCrory. McCrory's just trying to get around the spinning 31. Fortunately, they are not going to hit the wall, but... Oh, there's Buckeye. He got up into the wall with John Cittadino, but then watch Danny Wells. It's going to come right back up the racetrack. Richard Johnson, close your eyes. You don't want to look. Oh, my goodness. Nails the 31 of Danny Wells almost into the air. Wild, wild ride. Hard impact for both Richard Johnson and Danny Wells. as both those drivers are trying to work their way back into the top 10 in points. Danny Wells came into this race 14th in the standings, and that was some hard impact here for our 5th caution of the night, after John Cittadino causes contact between two RCR teammates. Wow, that was a hard lick there for Danny Wells, and that was in the passenger side door, thank heavens. If it were the driver's side door, that would have been really scary, because that was some extreme impact taking place there between the 47 and the 31 in turn number 3. We got less than 10 laps to go. Let's go back, see if we can finish. I just cut out right there. I'm sorry, I hit the button at the wrong time. We'll see if we can finish this race under the green flag here tonight at Kentucky. When we go back to green flag racing, we're going to have a total of 7 laps to go here tonight. Can we possibly race it back under the green flag? You know what? I think we can easily answer this question. That answer is probably no. And that is probably the answer Aaron Williams Jr. would like to hear, as he has the lap car of Jake Cole between himself and Adam Chambers for this restart. It's going to be a single file restart, which definitely plays out into the favor of Aaron Williams Jr. And Aaron Williams Jr., we've been talking about his consecutive top 20s and top 15 finishes. It's moved him up to 21st in points, but he really wants to go to victory lane here. He wants to put that 24 in victory lane for the second time ever in NNSCRA history. Tonight could be the night for Aaron Williams Jr. I believe his last win came all the way back at Las Vegas in Season 4. He'd love to be able to end that winless streak here tonight. Top 10 as we go back to green flag racing is going to be Aaron Williams Jr., the leader. Adam Chambers second, Kyle Sosnowski third, Cole Daly fourth, fifth is going to be George Roque. Top 10 is going to be completed by Derek Reed, Barney Ward, James McLeod, Alex DeMarco, and Sean Galligan. Already making quick work of Jake Cole. That's Adam Chambers. Now he's going to be setting his sights on Aaron Williams Jr. Look at Sosnowski. He's been able to move by Jake Cole as well. 3 drivers have already cleared the slower lap car of Jake Cole. Now Cole Daly in 4th place trying to do the same as Sosnowski goes for 2nd underneath Chambers, trying to go for maybe a Hendrick 1-2 finish here tonight. All season long, no Hendrick cars have gone to victory lane yet. Michael Norman, the only one to go to victory lane. That was in a non-points event in the All-Star races. Chambers, he's going to get by Aaron Williams Jr. for the lead, I think. Williams going to try and ring that high side up, get the run off the corner, dead even, coming down the back straightaway, and now Williams with the run. I think he's going to clear Adam Chambers. He'll take the lead back. That may have been the only chance for Adam Chambers to get Aaron Williams Jr. We'll have to find out, though. As they hit the stripe, we got a total of 5 laps to go here tonight. The Pepsi Chevrolet out of Hendrick Motorsports, for the second time in this history of the NSCRA, could go to victory lane. It's only gone to victory lane once. That was Dylan Young back in Season 4. Many big names have been that number 24 car, just were not able to close the deal and get it to victory lane. Aaron Williams Jr. tonight could close the deal, as they are still single file between the top 10. Aaron Williams Jr. by about a car length, the leader, with 4 laps to go. Here's George Roque trying to go underneath his teammate. You gotta bet Jake Cole's gonna try and give some room to George Roque to get up there and battle for the lead, but it's not really looking like it. Jake Cole, he's slow on the restarts, but once he gets up to speed, he's able to race up here with these lead lap cars, as George Roque is still stuck behind his Michael Waltrip Racing teammate. And as long as he has to battle his teammate to get by for that position to try and, get up there to the top 3, that's allowing the top 3 to be able to settle amongst themselves for the win. As here comes Cole Daly, he's going to use the car of Jake Cole as a pick. He's going to go to the high side, and Cole Daly's going to go for 4th place off of George Roque. Nice move right there by the M&M's Ford. As up front, we're coming down to 2 laps to go, and Aaron Williams Jr. shows no signs of slowing down. He's still got about a car length in hand over Adam Chambers. Then it's another car length back to his teammate, Kyle Sosnowski in the 48. This is probably, out of every race I've seen this season, probably the most, well, not the most best, but the most consistent, I guess, for Hendrick Motorsports. 2 drivers inside the top 3 right now. We know that Emilio Navarrete and Michael Norman have had their problems here tonight, but we're going to find out what's going to happen here. White flag in the air. Aaron Williams Jr., can he finally pick up his first win of the season and do it here in the 24 car? Adam Chambers going to give it all he can here with Sosnowski right behind him. Can Chambers close up that gap? The gap does not appear to be closing. It's still a steady 1.5 car lengths. Aaron Williams Jr. just got to be smooth through turns 3 and 4. Can he do it? Out of turn 4 for the final time. Aaron Williams Jr. is finally going to get the winless streak to end. He wins tonight at Kentucky. The Quaker State 400 presented by Advanced Auto Parts belongs to the DuPont Pepsi Chevrolet out of Hendrick Motorsports. Aaron Williams Jr., 21st in points, picks up the win here tonight, and for the second time ever in NNSCRA history, the 24 has gone to victory lane. What a win for Aaron Williams Jr. As we said, his last win came in Season 4 at Las Vegas, and that was race number 3 of the season. That just shows you it's been almost 2 seasons, I guess you could say, pretty close to it, nearing that mark where Aaron Williams Jr. has been denied a chance to victory lane here in the Snickers Cup Series, and tonight it finally happens. Aaron Williams Jr. is going to go back to victory lane. It'll be for the first time here in Season 5. What an incredible victory for Aaron Williams Jr. He had a strong car here tonight. New colors working out in his favor. Top 10 finishing results are as follows. Adam Chambers going to come away with yet another great finish here tonight. A runner-up position. That's going to help him as he came in 9th in points. That may help keep him inside the top 10, maybe solidify him inside the top 10s. We've only got 2 more races after this evening to go before the chase field is locked. Then you got Kyle Sosnowski. What a great run for him. It's been a long time since we've seen the 48 have a good run. He gets 3rd. Cole Daly, very good run for him in 4th. He had a strong machine tonight. He came in 13th in points, so this could move him inside the top 10 in the standings. George Roque, if ever a driver needed a good run to get this team's momentum turned around, it would be that 55 team. Last few weeks, he has been involved in some vicious wrecks. He's finally going to get a top 5 tonight. In 5th place, Derek Reed, very nice run for him, and that Germain Racing Ford in 6th. Barney Ward, boy, this guy, you just can't seem to stop him with his consistency. 8th in the standings, and he comes away with 7th today. James McLeod, what a great run for that 3-time winner, as we've gotten word that he is actually the new points leader heading into next week. It was that close between Henley, Poteet, McLeod, and Cittadino, and McLeod with a top 10 run tonight. He is the new points leader, and I believe, I'm not certain, but I think that may be actually McLeod's first time atop the point standings since he won the Daytona 500. So congratulations to him on getting the points lead tonight. Sean Galligan going to get 9th. And how about Pichu London? I don't think we talked about the 26 all night long. I remember seeing him run in the top 15 for most of the night. But he's going to get that final spot inside the top 10. Let's take a look where some of the top runners in points actually did finish this race. Dylan Poteet, Sean Henley, 39th and 40th. The drivers came in 1st and 2nd in points. How about John Cittadino, 3rd in points? He'll finish 24th. He was the next to last car on the lead lap. Let's take a look and see where Hayden Klein finished today's race. 18th place for the guy who came in 5th in points. Austin Ogo, 22nd, as he came in 6th in points. How about Mary Cole in the 4? She's going to finish 19th, as she was 7th in points. We already told you about Barney Ward and Adam Chambers finishing inside the top 10. And Anthony McCrory is going to finish 17th. He came in that critical 10th place position. So we're definitely going to have a point shakeup. The question is, though, who's going to stay in the top 10? Who's going to fall outside of the top 10? It's going to be very interesting to find out. As we already know, we have a new points leader atop the standings here in the Snickers Cup Series, and it is James McLeod. Congratulations to Aaron Williams Jr. on his first win of the season. He might be trying to work his way up here through the points, maybe try and get inside the top 10 in points. He still is mathematically eligible, and this win makes him even more so. He takes the win tonight. James McLeod takes the point lead. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's race from Kentucky. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to a part of the crew today. We'll see you guys next week at Homestead Miami Speedway for race number 25 of Oreo, Mobile, and Snickers Cup Series competition. Before we pack it all up, head to Arizona, and we'll have the 3 chase fields revealed for the final 10 races of the season. Okay, guys, we'll see you next time. Here comes your official finisher results, overall point standings, as well as rookie points. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best.